How to install WooCommerce and how to set it up. Figuring out how to set up a WooCommerce store is relatively simple. We are going to learn how in this WooCommerce tutorial. The plugin holds your hand through most of the process. Even so, you're going to need some help if this is your first time dealing with payment processors, shipping settings, and more. Installing and configuring WooCommerce properly the first time around will save you a lot of troubleshooting down the road. The faster you get your store setting right, the quicker you can promote your products and land sales. In this WooCommerce tutorial, we will walk you through 5 steps to set up a bare bones WooCommerce store. So let's get started. Firstly, you need 3 things to set up your WooCommerce store. First one is the domain name, second is the hosting, and third is the WooCommerce plugin. Well, first step is install WooCommerce. If this is your first time setting up an online store, we recommend you start with a clean WordPress installation with a default theme and no other plugins. This will minimize the chances of any compatibility issues with WooCommerce down the line. The first thing you will want to do is set up WooCommerce itself. To do that, access your WordPress dashboard, move to the Plugins tab, and select Add New. On the next screen, type WooCommerce into the search bar. Once the plugin comes up, click on the Install Now button. When it's ready, you can click on the Activate button. As soon as the process is complete, WooCommerce will launch its configuration wizard, which will help you set up your store's key settings. It starts with some basic questions about your store. You will want to specify where you are located, what currency you want your store to use, and what type of products you want to sell. Once you have filled in each field, click on the Let's Go button. Next step is select your payment gateway. Now you can select which payment processor you want your store to use. Out of the box, WooCommerce supports Stripe, PayPal, and offline payments. You probably don't want to deal with offline payments, so let's focus on the other two options. WooCommerce will set up plugins to enable integration with whichever gateway you choose. You can use one, both, or neither. If you go with the last option, you can set up an alternative platform later. Both Stripe and PayPal are good options, so you won't go wrong with either. We have a post dedicated to the best payment gateways for WooCommerce if you need some help deciding. Select the options you want now and then move on to the next page. You will configure the rest of your payment settings later. Next step is set up your shipping zones. After payment processing, it's time to configure your store's shipping settings. WooCommerce will ask you which zones you want to ship products to and what rates you want to apply. A shipping zone is simply a geographic location you want to apply a particular delivery rate to. For example, you might offer price rate within your store or province, another with your country, a third for international sales. How much to charge for shipping depends entirely on what zones you want to cover and the products you're going to sell. If you're not sure what to charge it, we recommend using your local post office rates. Plus, you can also always change these numbers later. International shipments can become complicated, so we also recommend you start local unless you already have experience in this area. Once you're done establishing your shipping zones and rates, hit the continue button. Next step is add recommended extensions. WooCommerce itself is a fully stored e-commerce solution. However, you will almost always want to extend its functionality with additional plugins. Right off the bat, WooCommerce recommends a few options that can be useful for a broad range of online stores. You will notice that WooCommerce recommends you install a specific theme. For now, it may be better to stick with the default. Then you can shop around and find a WooCommerce theme that fits your branding. Until you decide which one to use, disable this option. Other recommendations include the plugins, automated taxes, WooCommerce admin, and MailChimp. The automated taxes extension can save you some administrative work, so it's smart move to activate it. Likewise, we recommend you set up WooCommerce admin, which offers streamlined reports and analytics for your store. Whether to use MailChimp or not, however, will depend on what email marketing platform you want to use. If you haven't chosen one yet, disable this option. When you're ready, move on to the next screen. WooCommerce will automatically set up the plugins you selected in the background. Before you continue to the last step, the wizard will ask whether you want to connect your store to Jetpack if you enabled automatic taxes. For Jetpack to work, you need a WordPress.com account. So the last step is check that everything is configured correctly. At this point, you have made it to the end of the WooCommerce configuration wizard. Now you can get to work on publishing your first products. Before that, however, it's wise to check that everything is working correctly. There are several pages every online store needs, and WooCommerce automatically generates several of them for you. To check them out, visit your website and look for your shopping cart, and checkout pages. Since this is a bare bones of WooCommerce installation for now, there's still a lot of work to do before you can sell your products. However, the foundation is here. If you want to make further changes to your WooCommerce settings, you can do so from the WooCommerce then settings screen. Here you will find options to change your tax, shipping, payment, and email settings. So that's all. Thank you so much.